So to make this little bag, we're gonna need a pair of scissors and stitch marker, tapestry needle. I'm gonna be using a 3mm hook, and we're also gonna need a 2mm hook. In my case, some grey acrylic yarn, some stuffing, and some snap-on eyes. First off, we're gonna start working on the body. So we're gonna grab our yarn. I'm gonna start doing a magic circle. Make sure you have your stitch marker and your hook close by. So we're gonna do a magic circle. This way. And we're gonna work 6 single crochets into it. This way. We're gonna tighten up just a little bit. And we're gonna place an increase on every single stitch. So we're gonna go from 6 to 12. I'm gonna place a stitch marker right here. There's the first increase. Okay, so now that we've finished our second round, we can tie it up a little bit more. We're gonna have, make sure you have 12 stitches at the end of this round. And we're gonna be placing an increase every other stitch. So I'm gonna just do 1. We're gonna go from 12 to 18. And then the next one, I'm gonna do 2. Once we have made sure that we got 18 stitches, we're gonna work and increase every 2 stitches. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 1 single crochet, and I'm gonna place my stitch marker, and instead of doing another single crochet straight away, we're gonna work an increase onto this next stitch. So that's 1, 2, that's the increase, and now we're gonna do 1 single crochet into the next one, and now we're gonna do another single crochet into the next one. So now when we are on this stitch, the last stitch of this round, we're only gonna have to finish with a single crochet on this stitch. This way we're spreading evenly all of our increases. So I just did 1 single crochet, my increase, and 2 single crochets. So now I have to do an increase onto this one, and 2 single crochets into this two. this way. So at the end of this round we should have a total of 24 stitches. For our last round of increases, we're gonna place an increase every 3 stitches. So remove my stitch marker, and I'm gonna do single crochet, place my stitch marker back, and I'm gonna do another 2 single crochets into the next 2 stitches. There I got 3, and now I'm gonna place an increase, and we're gonna go up from 24 stitches to 30. So I got my 3 single crochets and my increase, and now another 3 and increase, and so on. Now that we have finished our last round of increases, we should finish having 30 stitches, and we're gonna be working 8 more rounds, keeping the same amount of stitches, so 30. So I'm gonna just do 1 single crochet here and place it back. And this stitch marker, I'm not gonna keep moving. This is gonna start my this is going to be my starting point for my 8 rounds, keeping the same amount of stitches. So if you remove it, you are most likely going to lose track of your rounds. So I'll show you how to crochet over a stitch marker in a minute once I am done with this round. Okay, so I just finished my round keeping the same amount of stitches. This is my stitch marker. Now I'm going to crochet over it. So I'm just move it a little bit, go inside of it, the stitch, pull through. That's my single crochet in it. And now from behind, I'm gonna go into this next stitch, pull my yarn. It is very important you keep pulling when you go into this next stitch, so you can keep the tension. Otherwise it's gonna leave a hole in it once you remove it. So now we can just keep doing all rounds. That's my first round, keeping the same amount of stitches. We're gonna do 8 total. I'll see you once I have all of my rounds done. Okay, so I just finished my 8 rounds with the same amount of stitches, so 30. Now I'm gonna remove my stitch marker from here, and I'm gonna place it up here. I'm gonna start placing a decrease. So that's my first single crochet. I'm gonna do another one, and then a decrease. It's gonna be an invisible decrease, so we got both loops here. And I'm gonna do front loop only 1, 2. That's the decrease. Now I'm gonna do 2 single crochets this way, and now we're gonna do 2 rounds with the same amount of stitches. This way. Now we're gonna decrease once again every 2 stitches. So I'm gonna remove my stitch marker. 1 and 2, and again front loop only, invisible decreases. And now we're gonna decrease once again. Now we're gonna grab our eyes. I'm gonna start placing them. Okay, so I just went with those bigger ones. and our eyes are done. Now we're gonna decrease every other stitch, and we're gonna grab our stuffing and stuff it up. And with that, we got the body of our little bear. So I just did one single crochet, then I'm gonna do a decrease. I'm gonna stuff it before it gets way too close. It's looking like a little ball now. Not much shape, but that's fine. Just want to ask you to trust the process. Okay, so now that we have our little ball, we're gonna keep decreasing until we close it off completely. Not much, just do decreases all the way around it. And now that we have it, we can move into the ears and the wings. Now we're gonna start working on the ear, and for that I'm gonna be changing to a 2mm hook. So now I'm gonna work on the ears, and we're gonna make 2 of these. I'm gonna grab my 2mm hook, and we're gonna start by doing a knot and changing, and yeah, chaining. We're gonna chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're gonna skip the first one and go straight into the second one. We're gonna do 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets into the next one, and lastly 1 last single crochet onto the final one. And we're gonna do, we're gonna chain 1, turn, and again 3 single crochets, chain 1 last time, 2, and 3. Chain 1, turn around, another time, chain 1, turn around, and now we're gonna work a decrease onto this too. So we're just gonna go 1, 2, does a decrease, and here's the single crochet, chain 1, turn, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, this way, turn, and lastly one last decrease. So 1 and there, chain 1, pull, and this is one of our ears. We're gonna do this one more time for the other one. Next, moving into the wings, which is the last body part of this little bat, we're gonna move back into a 3mm hook, and we're gonna start doing a chain of 7. So I'm gonna do a knot. Oops. And I'm gonna chain 7. And now I'm gonna single crochet 6, so I'm gonna skip the first chain and I'm gonna go straight into the second one. Now I'm gonna slip stitch and turn my work around, and now we're gonna do another 6 single crochets. Now we're gonna chain 2, 1, 2, turn around and slip stitch right into this same stitch. And I'm gonna do a single crochet onto the same stitch. Now we're gonna work our way up with single crochets. And now when we get to this last stitch, we're gonna work an increase right here. One, 2, and now chain 1, turn your work, and now we're gonna again work our way down. And when we have this last 2 stitches left, we're gonna work and decrease. So we're gonna cut out one loop and the other loop, and I'm gonna decrease. Chain 1, turn around, the single crochets. We just chain one, now we're gonna turn and do single crochets. We're gonna chain one, turn once again. And now we're going to chain 4, so I just did 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 3 down on slip stitch. 1, 2 and 3. Now we're gonna slip stitch right there. I'm gonna place 2 single crochets and slip stitch. Slip stitch, single crochet, increase in this last one. And chain